USCIS has done a recent blitz of regulatory updates, and I wanted to share some of my early reaction to these updates from an immigration attorney's perspective. Hopefully this helps those going through the immigration process to better prepare for these upcoming changes. The first regulatory change that I wanted to hit on, and is probably on everyone's mind, is the reported increase to filing fees. Unfortunately, this does mean that almost all fees associated with immigration filings are about to go up. This change is effective April 1st. So just to reiterate, this will not affect this year's upcoming CAP registration, where the registration fee will remain at $10 per applicant. I didn't want to focus on talking about each form's new fees line by line, but rather I wanted to hit on the major changes to fees that this rule will create. So first, fees are going to be based on specific visa categories rather than the forms used. So while in the past, you used Form I-129 to file both your H and L applications, going forward, H's and L's will have their own separate, unique fees. Most applications will no longer have a separate biometric fee. So while in the past you used to see that extra $85 check for biometrics, that has now been bundled with the base fee. EADs filed with their adjustment of statuses are no longer bundled. So while in the past applicants were able to file their Form I-765 and I-131 for EADs and advanced parole at no additional cost, those will be additional separate costs going forward. USCIS has said that if you file your I-765 concurrently with the AOS, it will receive a 50% discount. Advanced paroles will receive no discount whatsoever. They will be the full new price. There will be some discounts on these fees for nonprofit organizations and small businesses. So if you are designated as a nonprofit or you have 25 or fewer employers, you may be entitled some breaks on these fees. The biggest addition to the fees is the new asylum program fee. This will be an additional fee for most petitioners filing forms I-129 and forms I-140. This new fee does carry a small business and nonprofit exemption to the fee. Premium processing adjudication is also changing. While the new fees will actually go into effect on February 26th in accordance with the earlier update, what this current update is changing is the timing of premium processing. Premium processing will be counted in business days going forward, not calendar days, which will effectively increase the amount of time premium processing has. So why did USCIS do this? Well, they state this is the first time since 2016 that they have increased fees, and that they believe that this increase in fees will help them adjudicate petitions faster. So that's a positive, and we hope they can follow through on that. The second regulatory update I want to hit on is the new beneficiary-centric approach to the H-1B CAP registration process. And what this proposed was that each beneficiary will only be entered into the H-1B CAP lottery process once, regardless of how many registrations were submitted on their behalf. This will be tracked through the beneficiary's passport or travel document. The beneficiary has been directed to provide the passport they intend to enter the U.S. on after they are selected in the lottery. If USCIS determines that multiple registrations were submitted for one foreign national using different identifying information, USCIS may find those registrations invalid and deny or revoke any associated H-1Bs filed. USCIS has also indicated that they will exercise their discretion to allow for informational changes based on name change, marriage, and/or passport renewals. We think this is a great update because we know there's been tons of gaming of the system in the past, so we think this will help a great deal with getting enough people selected for the H-1B CAP. The final regulatory update that I was going to talk about today is the creation of the organizational accounts. This is a new account that will allow petitioners and their legal representatives to share access and collaborate on H-1B registrations, H-1B petitions, and premium processing forms. Petitioners will continue to have the option to file with paper if they prefer. However, during the initial launch of the organizational account, users will not be able to link paper file petitions to their online accounts. If you have an existing MyUSCIS account, register an account, it will be upgraded on February 28th. If you don't have an account yet, you can create one on the same day. USCIS has stressed planning ahead when creating these accounts. The person designated as the petitioner's administrator should note that a company can have more than one company group, but the groups cannot collaborate with each other. Collaboration occurs within each company group. So if you need multiple people to see a petition, they all need to be in the same group. They cannot be in separate groups, and company groups cannot be merged or deleted at this time. We always think that the ability to electronically file government forms is a great innovation, and I would look forward to how fast it can become mainstream and bug-free.